Hello, my name is Clark Heron, aka the Hairy Hobo, and welcome to a rapid reaction video. The rankings just got released by the playoff committee, and lo and behold, 8 out of 10 ain't too bad. Again, that big conversation was really down to Ohio State or UCF, and they chose UCF at the 9, which is no problem. I have no issues with that whatsoever. Ohio State has really looked terrible, not putting together a complete game all season long, and that has really plagued them the past several weeks ever since they lost in West Lafayette. And for UCF, congratulations for them getting up to number 9, jumping a Power 5 school with their huge win this past weekend against Cincinnati, and then also having Pitt now ranked in the top 25 helps them a little bit further as well. And if we take a look at some of these rankings as well, I got pretty close with Florida, only off by 1, and they did put West Virginia down a little bit further than I thought they would. Excuse me. Than I thought they would. It doesn't bother me too much, but when you look at it, now you have Penn State that is now at 12, helping a team like Michigan, like Ohio State, potentially adding to their resume depending on what happens this weekend, and arguably the most crucial game for the top 10 and deciding on who's going to be in and who's going to be out. That is in Columbus at noon. Another big game this weekend is going to be the Iron Bowl, Alabama versus Auburn. Very, very big game. Now, for Alabama's sake, it's not the biggest thing in the world, but if I'm Alabama, obviously I want to win. But
Excuse me, there is a message for you.
Even a one-loss team at this point more than likely is going to finish within the top 4 somewhere, especially if they move on to beat Georgia in the SEC championship game. Now, a lot of experts think that maybe that one loss could happen in the SEC championship game, but even then, you're still probably going to have them as a very solid, probably one of the best one-loss teams in the nation. Now, another big game this weekend, and really both of these games are huge. It's going to be Clemson versus South Carolina, their rival, as well as Notre Dame in the Coliseum, where we just saw a humongous game in the NFL on Monday night going on against USC. And both of these games are huge for both of these undefeated teams, and really because both of these teams don't have a strong resume overall. Now, Clemson could move on to the ACC, plans on going to the ACC championship game to face Pitt, and could have another chance to actually get back into it if they happen to lose against South Carolina. But as for Notre Dame, this is it. This is the last game you have to prove to the committee that you are one of the top 4. All you have to do is win, and you should be in. But I think they have to win and impress as well against a downtrodden USC team. Don't make it close. Don't make the committee question if you should be in or not. Because if you start getting compared to a one-loss Alabama, a one-loss Michigan, depending on maybe even a one-loss Georgia, it may not be very good for you, but we'll see how things unfold this weekend. Obviously, the other big game is going to be Oklahoma versus West Virginia. Then they'll move on to face another ranked team in Texas. And then for the Pac-12, you have Washington State in the Apple Cup on Friday night. A huge game for them that they have to win. But then they'll also move on to the Pac-12 championship game to face a now highly ranked Utah team, which should be another good game as well. As for me, I'm going to try and watch as much as I possibly can to try and figure out how to do better. Again, 8 out of 10, not too bad. I only missed the 9 and 10 spots. I'll try and do better next time, which it happens to be Monday. Next Monday is going to be a new time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Instead of 8 o'clock, it's 7:30 next Monday. Get that vote in and see what I can do next week. As for now, my name is Clark Heron, a.k.a. the Hairy Hobo, and I'm out.